Welcome dear audience, students and scholar. Here I am Dr. Amjad Ali. In this video we will explain the model specification. Dear scholars, applied econometrics cannot be done mechanically. It needs understanding, institution and skill. We generally drive across bridges without worrying about the soundness of their construction because we are reasonably sure that some rigorously check their engineering principle and practices. Economists must do likewise with models or else attach the warning not responsible if attempt to use leads to collapse. Economists' search for truth has been over the year given rise to the view that economists are people searching in a dark room for a non-existent black cat. Econometricians are regularly accused of finding one. Okay, one of the assumption we know, one of the assumption of the OLS that the model is correctly specified. If the model is not correctly specified, we encounter the problem of model specification error or model specification bias. So we have to make sure that our model is correctly specified. Okay, model specification, here we have to define what you mean by the model specification. There are some following questions which will be answered for understanding the model specification. The first one, how does one go about finding the correct model? In other words, what are the criteria in choosing a model for empirical analysis? What types of model specification error is one likely to encounter in practice? And what are the consequences of specification error? How does one detect specification error? In other words, what are some of the diagnostic tools that can be used for understanding the model specification? And having detected specification error, what remedies can one opt with what benefits? Last but not least, how does one evaluate the performance of competing models? Now we give the answer of these questions while discussing the model specification. The first one, model selection criteria. Henry and Richard 1983 pointed out that a model chosen for empirical analysis should satisfy the following criteria: that be data admissible. This means that selected model accept the data availability or available data. Be consistent with the theory. Keep in mind that selected model will follow any existing theory, or you can say that if you are conducting any applied study specifically, then you have some logic or theoretical background behind the selection of the model. Having weakly exogenous regressor, this also highlights that the selected variables have such power that selected regressors can explain much of the variation in the dependent variable rather than some exogenous factor can explain the variation in the dependent variable. So have a weak exogenous regressor. So exhibit parameter consistency. This means that the estimated parameters are and the true or actual parameter must be same. So this will create the parameter consistency. So exhibit data coherence. So this also highlights that our selected model will be coherence toward the selected data. This means that we are selecting the growth. If we are selecting the growth rate of one variable, then we have to move towards the growth of the ratio form or the growth rate of all the selected other variables. So this means that data coherence must be necessary for a good model. And being encompassing, this also highlight that our selected model must be encompassing towards any theory, towards any logic, towards consistency of the parameters like that. Okay, types of the specification error. There are some types of the specification error. First one is the omissions of relevant variables. Sometimes we make the mistake that we cannot include the relevant variable and estimate our model. So this highlight that we are ignoring our relevant variable, and this is known as specification error. And inclusion of an unnecessarily variable, normally the weak background, when a researcher has a weak theoretical background, then he or she can include the variable without any justification. So sometimes unnecessarily variables also create the specification errors. Opting the wrong function form. Sometimes we are moving towards the linear function form, but our variables are giving us the non-linear relationship. So we have to opt the correct function form. And the errors of measurement, we also highlight the errors of measurement in a coming slide. So we have to keep in mind that the measurement error can be reduced while selecting a model. An incorrect specification of the stochastic error term, we have to make sure that our error term meet the whole assumption that error term white noise with mean, zero, variance constant, covariance constant, and there is no relationship between the independent and error term, and the error is normally distributed. So when we are talking about the stochastic error term, so this also means that. Okay, consequences of model specification errors. If the left out or omitted variables is correlated with the included variable, the correlation coefficient between the two variables is non-zero, then estimated parameters become biased as well as inconsistent. Even if two variables are not correlated, then the intercept is biased, although slope becomes unbiased. The variance of the disturbance term is incorrectly estimated. The estimated parameters do not match with the true estimators. The usual confidence interval and the hypothesis testing procedures are likely to give misleading conclusions about the statistical significance of the estimated parameters. The forecast based on the incorrect model and the forecast intervals will be unreliable. Once a model is formulated on the basis of the relevant theory, one is ill-advised to drop the variable from such model. So keep in mind that sometimes we have selected our model on the basis of relevant theory, but some of our fellows or sometimes our senior researchers that advise us to drop that variable. So it is ill-advised when we have a relevant theory to drop any selected variable. Okay, tests of the specification errors. There are some tests for the specification error, like the Durbin-Watson D statistic and the Ramsey reset test and the Lagrangian multiply test. These all tests will be discussed in a separate video, because here we are only highlighting the test for the specification errors, so that the length of the video cannot increase so much. Okay, errors of measurement, as we highlighted in the previous section, that I will explain the measurement error in the coming sections. Now we discuss the errors of measurement. If the dependent variable y and the explanatory variables the x are measured without any error, thus in the regression analysis we assume that the data, the selected variables are accurate. They are not guessed estimates. So keep in mind, they are not based on the guess, they are based on the actual data, and moreover we have to make sure that there is no extrapolated, interpolated or a round of values in a systematic manner, such to the keep in mind that we have to make sure that nearest $100 and so on, such types of errors cannot be done while the measurement of the variables. Unfortunately, this ideal is not met in practice for a variety of reasons, such as non-responsive non-response error, reporting errors, and computing errors. These type of errors are just to do the round off or to do some extrapolation or interpolation for our variables measurement. Okay, error of measurement in the dependent, we have to make sure that what type of the measurement of error we are measuring. There are two main: the error measurement in the dependent variable and the error measurement in the explanatory variable somehow. Okay, incorrect specification of the stochastic term, as I highlighted that the incorrect specification of stochastic error term. Here we are repeating that the common problem facing a researcher is the specification of the error UI that enters the regression model. Since the error is not directly observable, there is no easy way to determine the form in which it enters the model. It should be white noise with fulfill of all properties of the error, that we know that the mean of the error is 0, covariance constant, variance constant, and there is no relationship between the independent and error, and the series of error is normally distributed with mean 0, variance constant. Nested versus non-nested models. Nested, or you can say the multi-level models, are statistical models of parameters that vary at a more than one level. Nested models are particularly appropriate for research design where data of the participant are organized at a more than one level. Nested models have the same assumptions as other major general linear model, but some of the assumptions are modified for the hierarchical nature of the design. Non-nested models arise naturally when rival economic theories are used to explain the same phenomenon, such as unemployment, inflation, or output growth. Non-nested models could arise when alternative functional specifications are considered, such as multinomial probit and logit distribution function used in the qualitative choice literature, exponential and power functions used in models. In non-nested models with the same theoretical link, different researchers find different outcomes. Tests for the nested and non-nested models. There are different tests are used for the understanding of the nested and non-nested model. The first one is the discrimination approach and discerning approach, and Davidson McNaughton J test, Cox test, the AJ test, the P test, and the Mizon-Richter encompassing test. These all tests will be discussed in a separate video for the better understanding, so that the length of this video cannot be increased so much, which will be bore our audience as well. Okay, model selection criteria. There are different criteria are used for the model selection. The first one, the R-square. You know that the R-square decide that how much our model is selected variables of the model has explanatory power. So R-square can be used best as for the correctness of model. The adjusted R-square criteria, Akaik information criterion, Schwarz information criterion, and Mohs CP criterion, forecast, chi-square, and Chow prediction failure test. These R-square, adjusted R-square have been discussed in a separate video, but regarding chi-square, Schwarz criterion, Akaik information criterion, or prediction failure test, these all tests can be discussed in separate videos. So this is all about the selection of the model, you can say the model specification methodologies, which we have discussed in this video. So see you with another video. Ciao.